Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Chosen ones, empaths. There's a difference from you being in pain or hurt or feeling betrayed, and you look on the narcissist social media or you do these things. There's a big difference, right? These narcissists that have cut you off or discarded you, or even if they were the one that becomes so toxic, right, and you had enough, and you were the one that cut them off, right? Regardless, it doesn't really matter. Or a reverse discard, it doesn't really matter, right? These narcissists fall into a pattern of behavior, right, of becoming more and more obsessed, right? Let me backtrack a bit. They used to be obsessed even during the relationship when they were involved with you, right? They would obsessively watch you, right? They're creepy, when you're asleep and stuff, they would watch you, when you were just sitting, next to them on the sofa or whatever, they would stare at you, right? But it's this obsessive stare. And it's the devil or the negative energy, negative frequencies, whatever you want to call it, whatever your belief system is, right? It's this evil entities that take control over their minds and program them to be obsessed, right? This is totally different, right? From a totally different perspective of you, for instance, ruminating about the narcissist hurt and pain and betrayal that you went through, and looking on their social media, or or feeling like you can't get them out of your head. It's totally different, right? These lot are subject to demonic entities, negative energy, negative frequencies, whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever name, title you want to call it, there's some negative force out there, right? Some people call it the devil, right? Some people call it negative energy, right? Whatever you want to call this force, right? It's the total opposite of everything that you have inside yourself, right? You're full of light. They're full of darkness, You're full of good nature and love and care. They're full of evil, decrepit, dusty, weirdo ways, right? But this devil, or whatever you want to call it, right, conditions them to become completely obsessed with the chosen one and the empath long after the relationship's ended. That's why I want to bring to your attention that things have gone quiet, you haven't heard from them, or something like this, is highly likely they're watching you, right? Many of you are on social media. For those of you that aren't on social media, you've got to understand, I've spoken to victims of narcissistic abuse that aren't on social media either, and it's only by chance, they found out from a friend that happened to be driving past their house. I'm not trying to scare any of you now, but like a friend happened to be driving past their house, and they noticed the narcissist lingering around, the former supplier's area, near the former supplier's house, right? It just happened to be a mere chance that, this friend saw them lingering around. And that's what I'm saying to you, right? They'll, you got to understand, if you're not on social media, there's two ways of interpreting, how this affects the narcissist, right? Yes, if you're on social media, they have a portal into your world. It makes them obsessed. It makes them view you. They ritualistically get into this devil obsessive kind of ritualistic way and pattern of looking at what you're doing, But even if you're not on social media, you could be in separate countries, for instance, right? That will still drive them nuts and crazy and obsessed, because they can't see, The devil will torment them, or the negative energy or the frequencies will torment them and make them frustrated and pissed off that they don't have a way to observe your life, you know. But fundamentally speaking, right, there is something out there that's causing, you know, these. They're not human, you know. These narcissists, they're not human, you know. They're very evil creatures, very evil creatures. There's something seriously wrong with them. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It'll take 2 seconds of your time. Just like this video showing up for you, help it show up for someone else in the community that it may benefit in their time of need. But look, this narcissist that was involved in your life becomes fixated. They have to find out. You know, if you're not on social media, they need to find out. They'll physically stalk. They'll do these things. They'll try to find out information from you. They'll try to keep watch on you in some sort of way. If you're on social media, they are obsessively stalking, cyber stalking you, looking at every post you do, looking at everything you do, interpreting the information, running analysis. And, you know, this is actually, you know, these dusty weirdo narcissists that are involved in your life, you know, they think in their minds that somehow, you know, them following this path of evil nature, you know, is actually what's the correct. They believe it's the correct way to operate in life. They view you operating with love, care, generosity, empathy, pureness as a weakness. They think somehow that them operating in this way, right, that they're, you know, that this is this is benefiting them, you know. And, you know, some of them claim to be believers in God or the universe or to be spiritual, you know, but fundamentally they know they're full of darkness, you know. They know that there's entities that have full control over them. Some of them are conscious of that, you know. Some of them are conscious that they are plugged into that realm of this demonic nature, this evil nature, this negative energy, this negative frequency. Some of them are conscious that they're on board with that, you know. They might not like it, you know. They might not like it, but they still, you know, they'll rather choose that pathway because they view the path that you lead as if it makes you vulnerable, as if your truth-telling and your openness and your transparency makes you subject to be abused or to be hurt, you know. But really the empath is the powerful one, you know. But you got to understand, you know, the devil makes this narcissist that is involved in your life really obsess about you. Seriously makes them sick in the head, deranged. You know, it makes them seriously messed up in the head. Some of you will call it negative energy. Some of you will call it entities. Some of you will call it devil. Some of you will call it negative frequencies. Whatever you call it, right? This is some unseen force, right? There's no right answer, right? It's whatever you interpret it as. But you've got to be conscious of the positive and the negative that exists in this dimension, in this world, in this realm, right? It exists, right? And it fucking makes these narcissists get worse and worse and worse, even with age and even as time passes. You know, they're gonna keep watch on you for a very, very long time. You know, I've heard of victims of narcissistic abuse, narcissists popping up after years apart, watching them after years apart, you know, obsessing about them after years apart, even decades in some cases. You know, it's the devil that is controlling these parasites, because they're a vessel to the negative frequencies, to the negative forces. They're a vessel to that, right? You're a vessel to the light, to God, to the universe. You're a vessel to that, to what's good. They're a vessel to the darkness. You're a vessel to the light, you know? They're seriously screwed up in the head and deranged. They're seriously messed up. They're seriously, seriously messed up. So, you know, it helps you get a bit of closure to know that they're consumed with negative spirits, negative energy, negative frequencies. They're consumed with this negativity, this evil, demonic nature. They're consumed with it, you know? They're ridden with this evil nature, you know? And that helps you understand, you know, why they operate in the way they do, you know? But it's like a catch-22, you know? This makes them obsessed, you know? Them being plugged into that realm makes them severely obsessed and watch you a lot. Day in and day out, they will watch you. They're fucking deranged. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you don't have to, but if you would like to donate to the channel, you can always find the link in the description box. If you want to check out the main channel, the link for that channel is also in the description box. And there's a few things I want to bring to your attention before I draw the video to a close. I've launched a new free community forum on the membership website. It's open for everyone to use to build and expand and connect with fellow survivors. I'm looking at the longevity of the forum, as I should have created one when I first launched the membership site. I'm also running one-to-one sessions. If you want tailor-made advice and me to shed some light on your issues, you can always reach out. The Impasse group meeting is coming up on the 28th, and there is a new WhatsApp and Telegram group created for survivors to stay in touch. Lastly, if you want crisis email support and a plan of action, the links that I've mentioned are all in the description box below. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon.